Excellency, Mr. Marcus Duprat, the Brazilian Ambassador to Nepal. A special welcome to our chief guest, Kunda Dixit, editor, publisher of the Nepali Times, also associated with Himal Khabar Patrika, Wave magazine. Above all, we have been friends for many years, and we value his support for the gallery, which has been really tremendous. I first met Marcus at a lunch hosted by Verena, the then German ambassador. And when he introduced himself as the Brazilian ambassador, I immediately presumed he was visiting Nepal from New Delhi. I'm also honored that the Brazilian ambassador has entrusted the Siddhartha Art Gallery with organizing his solo exhibition in Nepal. Marcus Duprat, the artist, has been exhibiting and painting all over the world over a 30-year period. This is a long time. This exhibition, Genesis of Colors, is a continuation of what he describes as his color landscapes. The feeling of space is defined by the treatment of light and color. I have been struck by the way his treatment of exterior and interior spaces, water bodies, reflect an exploration of tender internal spaces and the subsequent potentialities. His interiors are uncluttered, as if to mark a passage to the next dimension. And I find his works are somehow reminiscent of the artist David Hopper, whose paintings mark the lowliness of the individual in an urban setting. At a time when more and more artists are working with acrylic and multimedia, Marcus works primarily with oils. I've been struck by the way he has layered color over color to create a luminous atmosphere. I think this is the hallmark of his paintings. Over the last year and a half, Marcus has been in Kathmandu and has painted 20 new works. He has been inspired by the, quote, quality of light in Kathmandu Valley and in the mystical proximity of the high mountains. I hope you enjoyed this exhibition.
They did a survey in the United States about which profession was the least popular. Guess who came last? Lawyers. But guess who was second last?
Journalists?
Journalists. If you did a similar survey in Nepal, I guess us journalists would give politicians very strong competition. Which is why it's a very brave decision on your part to invite a journalist to open this exhibition. Journalists are generalists. We know a little bit about everything, not enough about anything. And for me, art is one of the things I know not much about. And as you'll see in the paintings inside, the canvases glow with a light of their own. The paintings are still life, and yet they have this graceful fluidity. Marcus uses the technique of bellatura, which he tells me gives his images a misty, blurry effect with a streaming, dreamlike quality. Let me just end by once more thanking you and Siddhartha Art Gallery for inviting me, and to add that we're really lucky in Nepal to have a Brazilian artist who's also an ambassador. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I would now like to invite the Brazilian ambassador, artist, to say a few words.
Thank you so much, Gita. Thank you so much, Kunda. I did not prepare anything because all I really wanted to express was my gratitude to live this moment now. A year and maybe 8 months ago, when I arrived in Kathmandu, I could never imagine that in this time I would be with all of you here, dear friends, and the pleasure of sharing my work. I just think Sangeeta has opened to me the possibility of bringing Brazilian artists, and I'm sure this dialogue will go on. Kunda has opened to me so many insights and his intelligence, his sensitivity. So it's really two great friends who have allowed this moment. And it's such a joy for me to have all my colleagues, my dear colleagues from Chiefs of Mission and my colleagues from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and all the others, it's really special. And also, I would say this is my, I think, ninth post, and I would also say that in this country, in this city, we really find a cultural elite, a very intelligent and sophisticated group of people, and I see this in the editorials, in the Kathmandu Post, in the Nepali Times, in many newspapers. It's not so common to find that. There is a high level of intellectual activity, and this will all, I'm sure, contribute to the full realization, the full accomplishment of Nepal, and as a great country that it is. Thank you so much, really, for being here. It's a great joy. Thank you.
Who has been an ambassador and an artist and visited so many different countries in the world and seen so many different world from different perspectives, you see. And these paintings show that revelation. So this painting, by seeing this painting, I also personally feel very liberated, you know. He has captured that sense of freedom in this paintings by the interplay of light, forms, and the very, very intricate patterns of the texture of the whole concept.
So it's very impressionistic, and it hits you in your mind, in your soul, the atmosphere and the color. And I guess that's really the indication of a truly great artist.
This exhibition proves works. Most of the works were done here in Nepal. I have been working for many years with light, and the light in Nepal has a very special quality that has, I think, given a lot of good thoughts and ideas for my work. The exhibition includes color landscapes, mountains, waters, interiors. Basically, my feelings of my experience here in almost 2 years in Nepal. My work is done with oils. My work is pelatura, which is several layers of paint that create, let's say, the impression of light. It's really connected to neo-impressionism. And I'm also very much influenced by abstract expressionism, which is a school of American painting where I was educated. I did my master's at American University with teachers who were involved in the abstract expressionist movement. In fact, I used the text of my dear teacher and great painter Ben Salvatore early made a comment on my painting, which I find very precise, that my painting is about the awareness of possibilities registered in light.
Genesis of Color is an exhibition by Marcus Duprat, Brazilian ambassador to Nepal. He's been an artist for the last 30 years and exhibited in several countries where he's been posted. In the 1.5 years that he has been in Nepal, he has created 20 paintings which capture mountains, landscape, and his previous 15 odd works that are in the show focus on interiors, on water bodies. What I really find exceptional about his work is the handling of light, the shimmering light that is in his work, which he achieves by layering color over color till he reaches the special incandescence which is possible.